Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of my pathetic life as a homeowner. Progress and maintenance. That's all we do. You buy a house, you do some progress, you do some maintenance. You buy a car, you do some progress, you do some maintenance. That's all it usually is. This is gonna be a really quick video. I'm gonna try to do it in one take. And I didn't expect to make this video, and it piggybacks off of my backsplash video of tile on tile backsplash, which I do 100% recommend if you're really trying to save some time, which I always am, and save some money. This video is very specific to this herringbone tile pattern. As you see, it looks pretty damn good when it's done. But the process, if you're Canadian, which I am, I say process now, of getting this done is absolutely ridiculous and not worth it at all. I don't even know where to start with this, but the entire process and the amount of cutting I had to do, if you look really closely, and this is another subject, but triangle, 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 cut, cut, triangle, 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 cut, cut, cut. Literally the entire, I'm gonna say 70% of the tile required cutting. And it's not very easy to measure the tile. There's some tricks you can do, but it's really not easy. So I was like cutting up, cutting up. Sometimes it would take me 3 cuts to get a damn tile in. And if you look really closely, and I'm gonna post some pictures of this before the grout was put on. After the grout was put on, it looked pretty good, but I'm gonna post pictures of this when the grout was off right now, and you can kind of get a sense of how like nasty the cuts and edges and crevices get. And the other thing I'm gonna post is, I'm gonna show you, right here I put some trim up, which covers this up really nice, and I totally recommend it if you're gonna do it. But the cuts behind this trim are absolutely atrocious. And you might be looking at me being like, wow, dude, you suck at cutting. Well, maybe I do suck at cutting. I was using an electric blade that looks like this. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a huge pain in the ass. I had so many leftover cuts. I'll show you a little pile of it. It's not even all of it. Here's the pile of my leftover cuts to give you an idea of how much cutting I actually had to do. Like I said, around 70, I'm gonna say around 70% of the tile had to be cut. Like, so these ones are basically the only ones that never got cut. And I still had to do a little bit of trimming here. Huge pain in the ass. Would I do it again? Absolutely not. Maybe, here's the problem with this. And it's so narrow. This space is whatever, like 2 feet basically, right? Up and down, that you're just forced into like just repeated cutting. I was swearing so much. My wife was losing her shit. We weren't getting along very well. I didn't want to do it. I like got like, I don't know, 10 hours into this project, which in my opinion, if I was doing it like brick on brick pattern, it probably would have been done in like 2 hours. Because of this pattern, it got into like 10 hours and I was just like, I'm done with this. I was taking like days off from working on it. It took like 2 weeks, and I was trying to like fit all my other shit into the schedule, but it was a huge pain in the ass. You could probably do it faster. I'm just a lazy piece of shit, and I got so frustrated, I didn't want to do it. I would not recommend doing this pattern at all. It's not worth it. I pray for a day that somebody comes into my house and says, wow, Sebastian, that is a very nice herringbone pattern you did there. I'm impressed that you put that work in. And probably nobody's ever gonna say it, nobody's gonna notice it. Just do a brick on brick pattern or straight up. I don't know, maybe you have some tips on how to do this easier. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and it made it look like it was super simple, but then you get into this and it's like, no chance I'm ever doing this again. This is just a major rant, by the way, and a warning to people that are doing the herringbone pattern. Let's say I was gonna do herringbone on this floor. So realistically, the brunt of the floor would be herringbone. It would kind of lay down really quick, but all of the edges would just turn into a disaster. I wouldn't even do it. I'm never doing a herringbone pattern again. Anyways, that is my rant and a quick video. And if you want to watch the other video, I'll put a link in the description or somewhere maybe around the screen if I can figure out how to edit that in. But that's it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do herringbone. And if you got some tips, throw them in the comments below. Cheers.